Okay, this is part 2 of the video documenting my attempt to remove the nickel cadmium battery pack from this Tektronix 1401A-1 spectrum analyzer module. I determined, let me remove the tripod for just a second to show you the detail of these pins. In the last video I was worried that I would have to desolder these 3 wires. They're the only thing that's keeping this section, this subassembly, this section here in the unit are these 3 wires, but I managed to, with the mini needle nose, to loosen this first one up. This is the ground wire, and they're actually labeled. Let's see. Try to get a focus on that. So it says either green, white, and black, I believe. And the wires that lead away from these points, these pins, are color coded. So this shouldn't be a big problem. So I've removed the first one. So it's time to move the other 2. And before I do that, I want to go ahead and put the camera back on the tripod. And carefully go to work on the other 2. Okay, that last one, wouldn't you know it, is wanting to give me trouble. Here we go. Okay, so beautiful. And there's the other side of the duct tape that I was talking about before. So it may have been placed there for insulative purposes by a former owner. It's definitely a mod. You know, naturally it didn't come stock like this. If I gave that impression in the last video, I certainly didn't mean to do so. So let's try and see how much residue that this stuff's going to leave behind. That's what I thought. That's pretty gross. Now it could be possible that the previous owner replaced the NiCads and I'm undoing a really nice mod, but there's really no way for me to determine unless the batteries are dated. Okay, this, and I didn't mention too, I didn't notice this until just now, this is the battery charger board, and my buddy at Tektronix, W2AEW, informed me that this charger, anytime the AC adapter is used, see these prongs, kind of a weird power cord, and I didn't get this when I bought this at Hamfest. And of course this is the DC input. And the DC input bypasses the charger, I'm pretty sure. But if you power this unit, the spectrum analyzer from an AC line, the charger is always in line. So you're going to have to either have batteries or a large electrolytic cap to for smoothing. Otherwise you're going to have ripple, and that's not good. So if I ever decide to use AC power with this, I will probably just buy a brand new name brand electrolytic and throw it in there of the appropriate size, which can easily be calculated mathematically. Yeah, this is a real pain here. Oh. I want to be careful. There's got to be wires. I guess I need to only take this out far enough so that try to pull a chair over here without hitting the tripod. Definitely don't want to stress the wires. So I really just need access to the duct tape for removal. Okay, that looks like we're seeing the end of a battery pack. Looks like the wires might be down in here. It's pretty hard to do this and film a decent video at the same time, but you know, if the camera happens to time out on me later, I will go ahead and just resume in part 3, which I might do anyway if this duct tape business doesn't get easier faster. Yeah, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to have a part 3. I think, hold on, give me a second. Well, I forgot that I changed pants, so I don't have my pocket knife with me. Actually, stand by, I'm going to grab a knife. Okay. Yeah, I'm being led to believe myself that this could be a fairly recent mod, but then again, a lot of untouched equipment. Well, I mean, definitely this has been touched since it's got duct tape, but who knows when it was really done, because if this was modded and then left alone and not opened up until I got it, you know, it could very well be 10 years old or more, regardless of the appearance of the batteries. So I'm just going to just be safe and take them out and test them, try to charge them. I can't, unfortunately, I can't charge the battery pack with this charger because of the lack of power cord. I guess I could jumper line voltage in and see if they would hold the charge and test them with my DMM, but I think for the moment I'm going to remove the pack and so I can feel safer about this piece of equipment. I'm quite excited to have it, and I certainly don't want to risk harm if this battery pack leaks on the inside of my spectrum analyzer. Okay, so the batteries are almost out, and we'll be picking up the next video where I'll leave off here. I'll probably pick up after the batteries are out. And the next thing that needs to happen, I found out from Allen, W2AEW, there's an electrolytic inside this shielded box, right below this crystal filter, or whatever this quartz crystal does. And there's an electrolytic that often leaks. In fact, on his spectrum analyzer it leaked. So I'm assuming he replaced it. So that's another thing that maybe we'll do in part 3, hopefully. So for now, 73. Enjoy.